Hello watchers. I hope you are all doing well. Unfortunately, things on this channel have changed recently, and quite drastically. I'm afraid I had little choice in the matter, so please allow me to explain. As you may have already noticed, almost half of my videos have disappeared. You may also have noticed that comments on all of my videos have been disabled. This is for a reason. Believe it or not, this channel was started over a decade ago for the sole purpose of education. While this channel, of course, mostly centers on the history of the American Indians, it was also meant to be a channel that educated the public on culture and anthropology. Sadly, however, an unknown person has contacted YouTube and accused my channel of monetizing content that was not mine. I will admit that in the past, I have uploaded content that was owned by other parties. 99% of the time, permission was granted to me to use the content, which usually involved the recorded Native American songs. When permission was not granted, it was either due to the owners of the content being deceased or being unreachable. In such cases, monetization was disabled by YouTube anyway, so I have in no way financially benefited from the property of others. In fact, around 80% of all the revenue that this channel has earned from the last decade has been donated to scholarship funds and education-centered charities. I am very passionate about education, and I felt that revenue would be best put to use this way, seeing as the channel is meant to educate in the first place. However, due to the sudden rash of attacks this channel has received, and accusations of me actually stealing from the American Indian, any and all copyrighted material, permission for use granted or not, has been removed. Please be aware, the assumption that I am stealing from American Indians by profiting from their traditional music is absolutely absurd. This channel is not meant to put money into my own pocket. As I said, the majority of revenue is handed over to American Indian charities, scholarships, and education-centered organizations. That was the entire purpose of this channel to begin with, not to steal, but to make resources available for Indians and non-Indians to learn about traditional music, customs, dress, and dance of the American natives. Now, as for comments being disabled, I am very sorry that it has come to this, as I truly enjoyed hearing the opinions of my viewers on history and subjects that were covered. However, what started out as fellow people sharing knowledge and learning from one another has turned to outright bigotry and racism. One viewer has claimed that Native Americans do not exist, and that African Americans are the true original Americans. Others have constantly, and I mean constantly, made personal attacks against me for being pale-skinned and doubting my affiliations. Well, that's all well and good, but sadly, YouTube has stepped in and began giving strikes against creators, even for having offensive comments on videos. In fact, a recent video I posted containing an Oneida Indian legend, which had absolutely nothing to do with race relations, received its first comment. The comment simply read, "Kill all white people." The sad part is, these are only a few examples. Hundreds and hundreds of comments like this have been received over the past few months. So, with that being said, I have no choice but to disable comments. If I do not, and these ridiculous and childish comments were to continue, I would be penalized by YouTube. Not the commenter, but me, I would face the blame. It is truly a very sad day for Native Americans, and other races alike, that there are people who are out to bring everyone else down, and attack others for simply trying to educate people. But, do not worry, as videos will still be uploaded in the future. The content, however, may not be what it once was, but I will continue in my efforts to educate the public. I would personally like to thank those of you who have subscribed and watched my videos. Some of you I know have been with this channel for many years, and my appreciation is immeasurable. As for those who feel all white people should apparently be killed, and that Native Americans do not exist, and that African-descended people are the secret rulers of the entire world, I recommend you visit your local library. Thank you all. I look forward to creating more educational content for you all in the future.